All right, so we're going to go back to University of Oregon type question. So the Mighty Ducks, Oregon Ducks. I want to know, which is your favorite Mighty Ducks movie? So the original one was when they were little kids and they played the Hawks. Second one was when they were in the Olympics and were running around Los Angeles. And the third one, which I'm not going to let you answer, was the terrible one where they were at like boarding school or something. And I don't think anybody ever watched that one. But favorite Mighty Ducks movie?
Yeah, definitely the second one. For a lot of reasons. Obviously, they seem to have a lot of fun. Great scene when they go into Rodeo Drive and do some shopping. But I love the concept when they were all out in front of the net picking up the trash and working as a team. I think that can go a long way in any sport, so I love that part.
Agreed. So would you rather have the knuckle puck or the Fulton Reed mega slap shot if you had to pick one of the two?
I would definitely go with the knuckle puck because that's kind of the way I pitch. Not with a lot of power, try to do some funky stuff, but it would also be nice to be able to shoot a slap shot in there or throw a ball 100 miles an hour too.
Definitely, can't go wrong with that. So let's switch gears to ping pong. So if you were a scout, how would you scout your ping pong game?
I would attack my forehand because I get really aggressive with it and a lot of times hit it into the net. But you got to watch out. I have a really mean two-handed backhand. A lot of topspin, comes off the paddle quick. And guys don't see the two-handed top hand.
Are you better than Story? When we were doing this with Trevor, you blew us up in the background. We were talking about ping pong. Could you beat Story?
I used to be able to beat Story. I think he may have come a long way.
What about Dahl?
I haven't played Dahl in a while. I haven't played ping pong in a while, but still the two-handed backhand's in my back pocket.
Okay. A question here from Dwayne PYPSE Pipes. Favorite music? What kind of music do you like? Is it a specific genre? A little bit of everything? Depends on the mood. What do you think?
Yeah, I would definitely say I love everything. Absolutely depends on the mood. You know, if it's before a game or before a workout, there's definitely some rock in there. I want to get amped up. But if it's after a game or with dinner, you know, maybe a little Frank Sinatra or Michael Bublé. So they definitely vary. Yeah, they vary. I'll serenade you.
Okay, that works. So let's go from music to TV. Do you have a favorite TV show, something you've been watching a lot lately?
I love the show Suits. I've just kind of gotten into it. And his character in there, Michael Ross, who is a very impressive, witty human being. And so it's good entertainment, good, clean fun.
Works. Staying on TV, you tweeted something not too long ago about Seinfeld and your breakfast in Seinfeld. Do you have a favorite Seinfeld episode, one that you always just like gets you going?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the episode, but it's where George is in there and he's eating all the shrimp, and the guy comes in and says, "George, the ocean called. They're running out of shrimp," and he just goes on his long, extravagant way to try to get him back.
George is the best. The jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Yeah.
It's classic. Had another question here from Tim Clark. It's kind of a question about just being in the big leagues. What's it like stepping out into these ballparks, playing in front of the big crowds, and just sort of everything that goes on in the major leagues? You're close to 10 starts now or something like that, and what's it like being up here in the majors?
It's so much fun. You know, this is your dream, is to play on a stage like this and play in front of everybody. But once you get here, you really don't pay attention to that. You know, it comes down to you're in a dugout with 25 guys just like you were at every other level, and everyone's pulling for each other. And when you're out there playing, you know, the guy's still 60 feet away. So it's a lot of fun, and it's really cool when you get in big moments, like especially in Coors, and we have 40,000 Rockies fans going nuts because there's 2 outs and 2 strikes on somebody. So that's awesome.
Definitely. It's the same game, just more stuff going on around you.
Exactly.
Why you've been so successful, you're the same guy, whether you pitch in AAA, AA, you've come up and done the exact same stuff here in the majors, and that's really what it takes to adjust. What do I know? Anyway, we're going to switch now to movies, back to movies. So what's the last movie that you saw, whether at the theater or on the road, on your iPad, whatever? What's the last movie you saw?
A couple nights ago, I was laying in bed at home, and I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy.
What's that?
It is a Marvel movie.
Okay.
Chris Pratt, really, really funny. It's pretty witty. It's a humorous, little dry, but funny movie.
All right. Kind of like you, humorous, a little dry.
Yeah, good for all ages. A lot funnier than I am.
Okay. Good question here from Philip Parker. He wants to know about your home run. Were you surprised? Were you expecting it? I'll tell you what, though, you can knock the ball a little bit. You can rake. Were you surprised when you went out of the park?
If anybody's seen this body, they should be surprised that a ball left the yard. I was definitely surprised.
Dude, I've seen you take BP, though. It's like consistent power. Tori Conejo, what's your favorite kind of Mexican food? Not necessarily restaurant, but is it, specific kind of burrito, tacos? What's your go-to if you go get some Mexican?
I love adobada, like the marinated pork.
Okay.
It's like some pineapple.
That's a pro tip.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Some Autobata tacos are unbelievable. It's my favorite.
Okay, you're passionate about food here, so we'll go down to the food. What's your favorite place for donuts? Anytime you want to let go from the healthy regime a little bit, donuts.
So really, donuts are almost because you can get anything you want.
They do have everything on it. Favorite home cooked meal and who cooks it?
I'd have to say one of my uncles, my Uncle Tio, who's my godfather, makes the most unbelievable ribs I've ever had in my life. Fall off the bone. And so every year for my birthday since I was like 6 years old, I request that he make some ribs.
Okay, that's a good answer. Last one, something that's always in your refrigerator. At home, if it's a special request here in the clubhouse, something you always have around you to eat or drink or whatever.
I know it's boring, but...
All right, question from Andrew Jensen. We'll go with this one. Which baseball do you enjoy looking at more, your first K or your first home run ball? So you have both of those saved in your collection. Which one means more to you? Your first strikeout and first win, or the homer? Or both? Both is an acceptable answer too.
This is really boring, but I would say neither. You're always looking forward, never looking back is kind of the mentality. So
I like that.
If I spend my time looking at things I've done in the past, I'm probably going to pitch really poorly on the next one. And it's all about what you've done, what you can do this week, and not what you did last week. So
that's a lesson for all you kids. That's a heck of an answer right there. All right, we'll go back to some fun stuff. If you were to choose an actor to play you in a movie about your life, who would it be?
That's already actually happened. Brad Pitt in the movie Troy.
Easy.
People call me Achilles.
Really?
Apparently I look just like him. Unbelievable. Same body comp.
Who, Brad Pitt or Achilles?
Both.
All right, well, I don't know if we're going to fact check this or not, but we'll roll with that for now.
We'll just pretend.
All right, perfect. So the Olympics are coming up, the Summer Olympics, but if you could pick any Olympic sport, Summer or Winter Olympics, to be that good at that level, what would you want to do?
Oh, man. Winter Olympics, I would definitely want to do curling. That just seems like so much fun to me. I can't believe it's an Olympic sport, but those people have to work hard, and they're really good at it, and it seems like if I were going to do anything, that'd be great. But boxing would be fun, too.
Boxing? I wish I could do boxing. Boxing's tough, though.
It is tough.
All right, my wife's calling me on this phone, so I had to screen her. Another question from Tori Cornejo again. Who was your favorite player when you were a kid growing up? Who was your favorite player?
Favorite pitcher would for sure be Greg Maddux.
Okay.
You know, Vegas guy. We always got, he's from Las Vegas, grew up there. And in Las Vegas, you don't really have a team to root for, so we always got Cubs game and Braves games because they were televised every single day. So
yep.
I would watch them, and then I love Chipper Jones too.
Okay. I think we're getting music coming off. We'll do a couple more questions here, a couple more minutes before we have to get going. So you played at kind of every minor league stop along the way as you come up to the major leagues. What city or which club was your favorite to be in when you were in that moment?
I would have to say Tulsa. You know,
okay.
That city, even for all the visiting guys, there's a lot of fun cities in the Texas League, but Tulsa's so much fun. It's a beautiful park. You have a great view of the city skyline in the background.
Yeah.
Everything going on, plenty of restaurants right around there. So people loved coming in to play. And obviously our team was really good that year, so it makes it more fun to be there as well.
Absolutely. Winning always helps, makes everything more enjoyable.
Absolutely.
Another one, when you did get called up this season, who was the first person you called, and kind of what was that initial feeling that you finally were getting that call?
Well, I called my mom and my dad both first, but neither one answered. So I had to call my sister and then say, hey, do you know where mom and dad are at? And then kind of explain to her, and she's like, oh my gosh.
So she found out before your parents did?
She found out maybe just before, but not to fault her. I mean, I tried calling them first, so.
Yeah. All right, back to college. Just out of curiosity, what was your major in college?
Majored in political science.
Political science?
Yeah.
All right. So what is this election season? Pretty crazy. This is like what you study when you're in school, or what does the political science major do?
You do. We actually learned a lot about elections and the way people run their elections and their committees, and there's a lot. We learn a lot about different countries' politics too.
Okay.
In developing countries, but
interesting.
Definitely makes
a lot of history.
Time of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you didn't play baseball, would you put that to use, or what would you want to do if you weren't a baseball player?
Yeah, I would probably put that to use, and I would try to go back and go to law school and be a lawyer. That was kind of a backup plan. I was trying to get good enough grades in college to get into law school if necessary.
Okay. We have another question from Andrew Jensen, which I like. Who's the best dressed and the worst dressed player on the team?
Ooh.
I won't make you say worst dressed. I'll say worst dressed, and that's Charlie Blackmon. Charlie's the worst dressed, although he would tell you he's the best dressed. So that's the worst. I'll answer that one, so I'm not getting him in any trouble here. Whose style are you like, man, he's looking fresh today? You can say yourself too. You clean up nice.
I mean, you almost have to say cargo. He's just, he won't leave the house, the locker room, anywhere unless he looks absolutely beautiful. Suavecito, so gotta say cargo.
That's fair. Can't go wrong with cargo on that answer, no doubt. We have a couple more, then we got to get going. It's hot out here. I've been sweating the whole time. I'm sure you've noticed. Tyler has to get back to work, although just finished the side. Was sharp, clean. If you were a professional wrestler, what would your name be? It's my favorite question to ask.
Probably be the Grande Cambio. Throw in the big change in there.
Okay.
Just keep people off balance.
It's a good one. Grande Cambio. It'd be a lucha libre, luchador. Go Mexican style wrestling.
Yeah.
All right. Along that, with dressing up and kind of acting crazy, what was the last Halloween costume that you wore when you dressed up for Halloween?
A couple years ago, I dressed up for Halloween, and I was a Blue Man Group. I was out of town. I was in Oregon, so I wanted to represent Las Vegas and some of the shows we have, and painted all my skin blue that was visible, and then I wore all black long sleeves and pants. Other than that, interesting sight.
Those guys are probably your neighbors out in Vegas, huh?
Yeah, terrible cleanup too. My bathroom was blue for like 6 days.
And you have to scrub with like one of those things with the teeth on it to get all the stuff off.
Oh yeah, that.
Whether it's just a dry sense of humor or craziness, who do you have, or a couple?
I'd say there's a couple. De La Rosa is sneaky funny.
Yeah.
And I love being around De La, and his locker's right next to mine at home. And he's always got he's very quiet, and so when he does say something, it's always good, and he always keeps things loose and keeps me smiling. And Para also is super funny.
Yeah. Yeah, two sneaky guys. You don't hear a lot about those. You have to pay attention to get their sense of humor. All right, last question, because it's hot. I've been sweating the whole time. Honestly, if I wasn't wearing a clear shirt, we'd be in bad shape. I want to know which animal best describes you. Any animal in the world. What do you think?
Oh, I just want to say tiger because it's my favorite animal. They're awesome. They're aggressive, but most of the time they just lay low. And if you see them at a zoo, they're sleeping, and I love to sleep. So.
All right, perfect. All right, that's it. Fun?
Great.
All right, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining in.
Thanks to Tyler Anderson for his time today. We're game tonight, game tomorrow, then we're off to New York, so we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Let's beat Baltimore.
Yeah, let's do it. See you next time.